Hello everyone, it's Yvonne back to do the weekly reading for Taurus. Taurus, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If the reading resonates with you, please, I ask you that you give it a thumbs up. It does help me to grow the channel. If it doesn't resonate with you, then I also ask that you check out other aspects of your natal chart, such as your moon, your rising and your ascendant. If you're unsure of how to do that, you can do a natal chart just by Googling natal chart on, oh, you've got a brand new start coming in here with the full card. Just Google natal chart and all you need is your date of birth, and if you have it, you can use your time of birth to get your ascendant. Doesn't mean you can't do the rest of your chart without your time of birth, so you can pretty much do the whole chart without your time of birth. But your rising does depend on the time you were born. Okay. I'm using the Modern Spellcasters Tarot for your reading, by the way. All right, let's see what's going on for Taurus this week. Okay, so some of you here may be dealing with, hang on, let me just make you a little less shiny there. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius here. I don't think so. I think this is your energy coming through. And it's really funny, isn't it? Because the Queen of Swords represents the air sign, but there's actually a bull in this picture. So maybe that's why I'm feeling like it's your energy. It's very much an energy, the Queen of Swords is very much an energy of, you know, being ready to speak up, feeling empowered to do so. She's a very articulate person, but she also has this beautiful defiance about her where she is ready to cut loose those things that don't serve her. So she's very, very logical. She's very, very much a person who thinks things out. She's planning, she's strategic. And she's trying to work out here something to take her forward and trying to work out how the best approach is with this. So I feel like this is you at the moment. Okay, so then we have the card of Leo coming out, the card of strength. I feel like you've either just found out something or some information has come to hand here. Something that I feel you didn't expect or didn't see. But whatever this information is here, it's coming to hand. So it's like you're seeing something for the first time, or maybe you're in a better place here to see something that's going on. So maybe you've been doing some shadow work or had a bit of a dark night of the soul. It's like you're seeing things differently here, Taurus. Okay, well that would explain it. Wow, major arcanas everywhere for you too. You know, it's really interesting. I've seen a lot of major arcanas today in 3 different decks. So something is really potent in the universe this week. Whatever you've done here, whatever you've seen, whatever you've learned, whatever you've realized, you've understood now that you have the power here to do something about it. And this is why you're taking on this Queen of Wands energy. Maybe you felt before you didn't have the power to do something. Maybe you felt that you needed some sort of energy here to change with this strength card. So you may have been building something up. I feel like you've either seen something that you couldn't see before, or you've learned something that was not known to you before. But whatever it is here, it's shifting your focus into manifestation. It's shifting your focus into going after what you want. You're no longer trapped in this energy of really being stuck in your logical mind. You're starting to see beyond the physical realm. You're starting to see into the spiritual side of things. You're seeing things that were hidden from you before. It almost feels like you've been through a tower moment here because you're shedding here. You're shedding your old beliefs or your old core beliefs. Something is moving out the way for you here. Something is changing rapidly with this 8 of Wands. There's rapid energy change. Okay, so there was some sort of information that's come to hand here. And I feel like it floored you to start with, but then it opened your eyes to something more. So somebody has given you, it may have been inadvertent, it may have not been something that you were given directly. It could have been something that someone said or something that you heard, but something here was like an epiphany moment, and it woke you up to seeing things differently. And sometimes people don't sort of mean to do that. It may be that somebody said something to you quite off in a different direction, but it's given you the capacity to look deep inside now, or to look into someone else and see that change needs to be made. But you know the change has to come from within you first. Because if you want what you want, then you may have to change some things about yourself. All right, let's have a look at what's going on. Okay, so I have the Sun card coming through. Very strong Leo energy in your reading here with the Sun and the Strength card. The Sun card talks of joy and happiness. It talks about having such a beautiful existence. It's complete happiness. It's feeling childlike again. It's like you get to sort of go back and do things all over again in a very different way. Maybe some of you have had some sort of realization about your childhood, about your past that kept you limited in some sort of limited belief. Maybe you've been told something was a certain way. I'm very drawn to the spinning wheel here. So it could be that somebody spun something to you when you were younger. Maybe you've been listening to stories but never really realized how they impacted your life as an adult. Like I always say, you could have been told something as a child about yourself. Perhaps you were told, you know, something about, like I always use the astronaut thing. You'll never be an astronaut. And you probably denied yourself all your life the idea that you could be an astronaut. But actually now you've realized there was nothing to stop you from following that path. Something like that is happening for you here, Taurus, where you're starting to have a realization that the world isn't quite as you saw it before. All right, so we have the passion rising here. So the Knight of Wands is Leo, Sag, Aries energy, again with the Leo energy. Now, sometimes the Knight of Wands can mean somebody has come in quickly and left really quickly. So you could have had a passionate encounter with someone that's maybe changed your idea on how things should be. Wow. I feel like for some of you, you've met someone new. Okay, Queen of Pentacles coming out here. Okay. I have to be really honest in these readings. I feel like some of you are perhaps in a situation or in a relationship and someone else has enticed you here or has lured you into something else. And it isn't the act of having that perhaps fling or affair or whatever it was. Something within that has awakened you here to something new. And now with this Page of Swords, you're either feeling quite obsessed with something, quite maybe obsessed with this person that you've fleetingly encountered. Now, it may not be a sexual encounter, but it may be that this has sort of stirred something within you that you didn't know existed. Maybe you've been married for a long time and you'd forgotten about your passion. It could be that you've been a very loyal partner for an extremely long time, but your passion's been stirred by something new. It could be that you are realizing that you have sort of left your passion behind here and you're now starting to get back in touch with it. But whatever it is here, it's changing you completely. All right, so we have the Temperance card coming in. Some of you, yeah, Ten of Cups, wow. Some of you have moved from the energy, oh nice, Knight of Pentacles coming through. Some of you have moved from the energy of the 3D into the 5D. So you're starting to understand your spiritual journey here. And you're leaving behind this logical idea of this is how life is. You're starting to understand the deeper meanings of life. So when I said the Tower feels like it's been here, it's almost like the Tower's already happened here. It's shifted your thinking. You finally started to realize that perhaps you can make changes within yourself or within your life that you couldn't see you doing before. Maybe it was too complicated. Maybe there was too many variables. But now you're looking at something and seeing it's possible, like the astronaut. Something is changing here. There is possibly for some of you a new love interest, or someone has sparked something within you that you haven't felt for a really long time. And for some of you, this has become something that you've been perhaps a little fixated on, but maybe not so much fixated on the person, but fixated on this new energy that's sort of brewing within you, that's coming up from your soul. Okay, Five of Wands, inner conflict now. Okay, Ten of Swords. Oh, this is for sure, this energy, because you're now having some sort of conflict here about this energy of going backwards and forwards between two things. Now, this could be two people, but I strongly feel it's two energies. It's like you're torn between this new energy you're feeling and this old energy that you need to leave behind. And it may create some sort of depression. I don't see that here. I see you being just conflicted. Sometimes when you have some sort of awakening or epiphany, you can be a little conflicted as to, because you feel different, it may feel that it's harder because it's different, it's change, it's new. And sometimes that can put us in a little bit of a quandary about, you know, do we follow this new energy we're feeling, or do we stay where we were? And I feel like for some of you now, you're closing out the old to move towards the new. So you're understanding the lessons here. You're understanding your greater purpose. You may have found your life path here. But I feel strongly for some of you, this is like a rousing love or a heart opening that you've perhaps been not realizing that you were closed down. Maybe you had, you know, always fixated on a certain set of circumstances. Maybe you always felt life was like this. And someone's come in to show you here that life doesn't have to be like this. It can be like this. And you felt this like passion now and this drive to move towards something. And yes, it's conflicting you because you may be in a relationship, or you may be in something quite what you see as stable, but something is stirred within you now and you cannot go back to how things were. Not with this Ten of Swords. So look at this, Seven of Swords. So you're now deciding here to make those changes. You're standing fast on this new energy. Whatever this is, if it's a relationship, whether it was that you had a one-night stand, an affair, maybe you didn't have an affair, maybe it's just that you encountered someone, perhaps in the workplace, that has stirred. I want to say something really sort of suggestive here, but I'm going to leave that up to you. It stirred something within you, okay? It stirred this passion, this drive, this want, this desire, this need within you that perhaps you haven't felt for a really long time. And now you know that you don't have to go back. You don't want to go back with this Ten of Cups. The time is right with the Temperance to move forward. And you're making your way. You're slow here, but you're making your way towards making the changes. For some of you, you're going back to offer something to someone that you've met along the way. For some of you, you'll be walking away from a long-term situation because you want to move towards someone new. For others of you, this is about you finding your passion again. You may be moving towards a new life path, but whatever this is, it's bringing something in you up to the surface for it to be worked with. All right, let's see what this is all about. So I feel here there's some expression here of needing to speak up now. You found something within you that you'd forgotten, and this is going to help you manifest what you want. Something is moving very, very quickly here due to something someone said or done. Now, it may have spun you into a little bit of a quandary here, but now you're realizing your greater purpose. You're realizing who you are here. And now you want to move forward, whether that's in a relationship, whether it's in a job, whether you're looking at changing on your path. It doesn't matter. The passion is here and it's great. All right, let's remove you a Moonology card. Okay, you're being a little bit stubborn. Oh, interesting. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. I have a feeling I pulled that for someone else. New moon eclipse. 94. I'm pretty sure I did actually. Someone else may have got this card today too. Expect powerful change. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings and there are powerful energies at work. But be prepared, it could be quite a ride and events could now even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new direction you take will almost lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason. You'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There is nothing to fear. Attuned to the Moon says, never mind the past, life evolves every single day. Additional meanings for this card? Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. You're being shunted towards your life purpose. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. This is an important turning point in your life. What a fabulous read, Taurus. Have a great week.